Hi, this is a short tutorial on using Microsoft Word to format a paper for academic writing. I'm going to go through some ways to set heading styles, to use the headings in a table of contents, and to insert some references using APA format without spending much effort on any of the tasks. And once you get the hang of this, it should help you to write your papers more easily in the future and also have a more professional looking paper when you're done. So enjoy the video. I'm going to record the steps and then post it on YouTube, but I'll put a link on Canvas for how to do this assignment. So alright, I'm going to go through each step of doing this. First thing you have to do is you have to download this paper. It's a Word document. So this is a paper that I and another person wrote, I don't know, about 5 or 6 years ago. And I chopped a bunch of it out just to make it a little shorter, and I took out all the formatting. And so what you guys have to do is you have to format it properly as a paper. Step 1 is to download the paper. Step 2 is you have to define numbered heading levels, 3 levels to use in your paper. And you're going to have to do all this when you write your own papers as your team. So this is a practice to get the paper set up, and when you do your own paper, you want to use these steps. So first thing I have to do is define 3 levels. So I'm going to just go here, and I'm just going to type level 1, level 2, and level 3. I just put in some text as just some sample text. I'm going to format that text and use it. Okay, level 1, that's going to be my level 1 header. And Word already has these header styles built in, but they're not quite the way I want them to be. So I'm going to make my own style, and then I'm going to assign my style to those built-in styles that Word has. So for level 1, that's going to be my title of each section, like my introduction, my discussion, my conclusion, my appendix. So that's going to be my main titles. So the first thing I want to do is I want to assign multi-level numbering, like this guy. So I get section 1, section 2, section 2.1, like that. I'm going to assign multi-level numbering. I want to make this bigger, so maybe 16 and bold, and I want it centered. So there's how I want my first level titles, or my first level headers to be. Now all I have to do is go up to the built-in one and right click on it and update heading 1 to match my selection. Did that. So now level 2, actually I want all of these to have multi-level numbering so I can do them both at the same time. So now if I go and tab this guy over, oops, didn't work. That would be wrong. Need to tab it over and then change it to numbers. So that's 1.1. I want to make it bold, and I want to make it just a little bit bigger, maybe 14. Then I go up here to level 2, and I'm going to update that to my level 2. Level 3, I'm going to tab over it twice, change it to multi-level numbering, This guy I want italics and bold. And that's my level 3 heading. And I have to update level heading 3 to that. Okay, so now I've defined my 3 headings just the way I want. Let's see if it's going to work. So I'll go down to introduction here. And right now that's normal. I want to change that to a level 1 header. And it worked. Maybe I'll delete this sample text that I've got because it's going to mess up my number. Background, that's maybe a level 2. And I'll scroll down. Here's scope, that's probably level 2. Definition of key terms, maybe that's a level 1. Statement of the situation, that's like a problem statement. Analysis, that looks like a level 1. So I just go through and I highlight them and I tell it how we want to format it. Stress? You look stressed.
Traffic.
Oh, traffic, okay. Alright, so that's the step 2. Change title using title style. So I'll go up to the top. And this, I want my title. So I can just highlight it and I'll just use the built-in, the title style. So I've got a nice bold style as my title. Let's see what's next. Change all the headings to the new style. I did some of that. Insert a table of contents. One of the main reasons that you want to use the styles that are built in is because then Word knows that those are headers and it can automatically build a table of contents. So let me go back to the document. And maybe I'll go just after the executive summary. And if I go to references, and over here on the left, table of contents, I'll pick one of these styles, maybe that guy. Oops. There we are, first one. So it's gone, inserted a table of contents with all the headers that I highlighted, that I changed to that style. It's updated the page number, it knows what page those things are on. And if I go and work more on my document, so maybe, let's see, technology descriptions, I want that as a level 1. And then discussion is a level 1. Action plan, let's make that a level 2. And conclusion a level 2. So I added a bunch of stuff, but it didn't update my table. My table's still the same, it doesn't have those new ones. All I need to do is right click on it and update table. So it's added all those things in, it's put the page numbers in, everything's formatted right, and it's a beautiful looking document already, right? Just with a few clicks. If you try to make the table of contents manually, and you can do that, but it's a real pain to get all those dots in the right length, to get your page number in the right place. And then when you edit your document, it's going to change your page numbers, and your table of contents is not going to match what your actual document is. So it's really nice to use these built-in functions that Word has. Now there's a couple more steps. Revise the intext citations using the references using Microsoft Word built-in reference manager. So in this document, we've got a few citations. Here's Forbes 2013. And that's just text. If we go down to the bottom, there's a bunch of references here, but they're not in APA format. Who knows how to do APA format to get all the formatting correctly? Anyone? Who knows what APA format is? Have you heard of it? So APA, it's really kind of complex to get all the formatting correct because some has to be italic, some has to be regular text. So to do it manually, it's a little bit tricky to get everything right. But Microsoft Word knows how to do it for you. So I'm going to do this Forbes citation. There it is there. Using Microsoft Word. So I'm going to delete what's there. And I'm going to go to references at the top. So that's the same menu that the table of contents is on. And over here I'm going to use insert citation. So click on insert, add a new source. And this is an article, I guess. Maybe I'll call it a journal article. And it's by Forbes. And the year I think was 2013. And I'll just say it's 23 pages long. And the title is An Interesting Story. So I'm going to put in as much information as I know about my source into this dialog box. Then I'm going to click OK. And notice there it inserted Forbes 2013. And it's got a gray box around it. That means it's linked to something. So I've got my citation there. Then I go down to the bottom. And I'll just delete all these references. And I want to insert a bibliography. So I click on bibliography. I'll call it references. I hit insert. And Microsoft Word has inserted my reference using the correct APA format. Now the really cool thing about this is if I want to use Forbes as a reference again somewhere in my document, I just go to where I want that. Say I want to replace Braun with Forbes here. I just go where I want it and insert citation. Now I've got choices. I can add a new one or I can insert the one I already made. So I click to insert it and put it in there with the proper formatting, and it's all updated in the bibliography. So it's a little bit awkward getting to know these tools at first, but once you get used to them, it makes your document a lot easier to produce. Okay, and the last step is you have to insert one table and one graph into your document, or into my document. So you have to either make a table or find a table and insert it. So when you do a table, where does the title go? No. Guess one more time. Not at the bottom?
I'm centered on the top.
At the top. So tables always get the title at the top. Where do titles for a figure go? Bottom. Okay, so that's the assignment. Any questions on it? We're good?